big pre-announcement, I'm going activist on Groupon. Short interest keeps on climbing, knocking this stock down. They have a $200 million stake in another company, SumUp, which will be maybe the biggest IPO in the UK this year. Once you take that out, the business is worth enterprise value, the operational enterprise value. It's like $350 million, maybe. Then they have at least 60 million of free cash flow going forward. The business is fine, as is. But if you go to Groupon.com, you see a website, not to be too mean, but it looks very 2003 for me. They have a brand name, they have 15,000 users, they have businesses already lined up there. I think they could change the user experience. I think they could make groups on Groupon, so my brother and his just out of college friends, 22 to 25-year-old males, can send suggestions and get suggestions. They need an AI agent, super easy to do, we all know that. That gives you suggestions. Hey, I'm in Santa Barbara, I want to do something fun this weekend with my friends. Give me a good deal. If you think about human nature, people want deals, they want community. Both of those things can be improved by Groupon. And then on the back end, I'm going to be suggesting that they run agentic AI and start lining up businesses. You know how easy it is with Nemo, NVIDIA's agent, to be like, go scour for happy hour deals and then email the businesses very, personally, hey, we know that you do this, we're looking at your happy hour menu, you get $5 off a pitcher or whatever. Would you also be willing to throw in free appetizer, something like that? 25% off a free appetizer, 50% off appetizers, whatever it is, for a group of 4 or more, or maybe 8 or more, whatever it is. Then the take rate that Groupon has is 30%. This business is profitable on a free cash flow basis. They have some gap issues, not issues, but some gap impairments, but free cash flow is there. And their marketing spend could go further. So what I'm asking for is for them to not cut marketing. SG&A can stay where it is, but make everything go further by having return visits, by being more of a platform, using their brand, onboarding businesses so that their cost per click, it stays the same, but their LTV goes up. Management, I've spoken to the analysts that cover it. Management is smart. That's what they clearly turned it around. They own most of it by far. They have skin in the game. And it's not adversarial, it's just complementary of what they're already doing. So if you like this story, it's right now at $13.50. If you're a shareholder, go over to Twitter, because Substack and Twitter, it's basically like a voting. You say, I like these ideas, I'm a shareholder, I support this. And guaranteed it's going to get to management. I think that they're going to respond healthily to it. The short interest is so high that I think it could add some juice to this stock. But this is a fundamental story, and that's just a bonus. It's a bonus that this thing could squeeze. And I hope that they would issue shares, because I believe in the long-term vision. I think that the enterprise value, instead of being 350, should be more like 1 billion. It's only 10 times forward EBITDA if you take out the stake again. So I'm excited, that's a $25 stock or whatever. I'm excited to be a little bit more active in a way that I've been in various different ways. I've been critiquing management, and you guys have seen that, whether I critique Illuma or, give compliments to Coherent, talk about Jack. I haven't had any suggestions for those companies. I've just been an investor. Now I'm leaning in as an activist. I hope to invite you guys with me and support if you think the letter that's about to come out is good. And we can take a business that is not dead, everyone thinks it's dead, and make it actually pretty cool. The power of retail investors, especially I think this is fertile ground, and it's safe ground for a coagulation of retail, is pretty cool. So go to Twitter, NickNemo17. Be ready for some activism on Groupon.